Welcome, my friends, to Pop Culture Fridays. I'm your host, as always, Troy. Now, if you're watching this on Friday, February 14th, 2020, I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have someone special to share it with, and if you do, we're all very happy for you. I'm sure as you go through the day today with that special someone, trying hard not to think about the fact that we all die alone, I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time. Me, I've got some frozen salmon and some ice cream in the fridge, and I'm going to make sweet, sweet love to it later, and there's not a thing you can do about it. All right, let's get into the show. Pop Culture Fridays. This week, I'm going to save you a lot of time and money here, folks. This is going to be an episode you're going to want to bookmark, all right? Top 5 movies to stream this week. I know you spend all your days and nights doing this. Clock's moving, everything's day and night switching, you don't find anything, you're constantly roaming. Right here, gonna save you some time. Gonna give you 5 movies this week to watch, or this weekend, whatever you wanna do. And I think you're gonna love them. All right, should we get into it? Let's get into it. Number 5, What Did Jack Do? David Lynch's new joint, and it is fucking hilarious. 17 minutes, it's a short film. Make it like a double feature. Start with this one and then go to another one that I suggest. Or somebody else suggests, whatever. But you're going to want to see this film because it's so funny. Jack is a monkey, and he's being interrogated by David Lynch, playing a detective, on a train for the murder of someone he suspects was messing around with his girl. His girl's a chicken, by the way. Monkey named Jack. Chicken, I don't remember her name. Somebody else messing around. The monkey's accused of killing that person, that side dish, if you will. I don't know if it's a person or a chicken or another monkey. I have no idea. Might be a little song and dance in there. The monkey's a complete smartass. It's funny. I actually laughed out loud several times. I can't recommend this high enough, strong enough. I can't recommend this more. Ugh! What's that sentence? I couldn't recommend this. You know what? I'm just going to let it go. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you got to see this movie. 17 minutes, 2020, came out just a few months ago. David Lynch. If you've never seen anything by David Lynch, it's a good introduction to his weirdness and his humor, and I think you'll love it. All right, number 4. What do we got here? Horse Girl on Netflix. By the way, What Did Jack Do is also on Netflix. Horse Girl. Now, this movie I watched, I almost didn't put it on this list. I almost went with The Overnight with Adam Scott and Rushmore. God, what's his name? Rushmore. Oh, can't remember. That was a good movie too. Both weird. The Horse Girl is a little bit weird. It stars Alison Brie. It was directed by Jeff Baena. I don't know if that's his name. I'm not going to say this is a great movie, but I liked it. She's kind of this loner girl. She has no friends, no boyfriend, works in like a fabric store. And she has her family has a history of mental illness, and things happen to her, weird shit. And you don't know if she's experienced the descent into madness in her own brain or if it's actually happening. I'm not sure if it resolves, but I'm going to suggest it because it's brand new, just came out, fresh off the griddle. I think you should watch it. I think it's a good one. Alison Brie, not too shabby. But yeah, you should give this a go. Horse Girl on Netflix. Let me know what you think. All right, number 3. Now we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back, not to sound like Huey Lewis, but we're going to go back in time here. 2002 to a little joint on the Criterion streaming channel. If you don't have it, it's $11 a month. All the ArtHouse films you can shake a stick at. 2 Birds in a Bush. I don't know, actually. I don't know any. Northerners, we don't have any sayings. I don't know. Shake a stick at, I don't even know what that means. Adaptation by Spike Jonze. Great movie starring Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper. Is that his name? Yeah, Chris Cooper. This movie was nominated for a couple of Academy Awards when it came out in 2002. Spike Jonze, if you don't know, he did Being John Malkovich. He did Her. Fantastic movie. Upsetting to me. Saw it in the theater. I don't like where this is going. I think Spike Jonze is hitting on something. This movie's great. It's about Nicolas Cage, folks. Come on. He's playing himself and his twin, both Hollywood screenwriters, writer's block. It's one of those smart movies where he's trying to write a screenplay about Meryl Streep's character's book about orchids, and He's writing the screenplay, and the story is also unfolding at the same time you're watching it, and they're doing things in the movie and making fun of them doing those things. Really smart kind of film. You're going to love it. It's a classic. Adaptation, 2002. There you go. All right, number 2, horror. Horror film, psychological horror, Midsummer by Ari Aster. I mentioned this last week. He directed Hereditary. Really interesting film. A couple goes with a couple of friends, specifically back to Sweden to visit one of their friends' community where they grew up. It was a commune, like a weird cult. Very creepy vibe. It's all a metaphor, I think, for something. I'm not going to give anything away. This movie came out last year. It's on Amazon Prime, if I didn't mention that. You're going to want to see it. If you haven't seen Nosferatu with Werner Herzog, there's some similarities between the two. Let me get there. In Nosferatu, it's set in Amsterdam, like during the plague years. I don't know when that was, 1600s, 1700s, I don't know. There's a scene at the end of Nosferatu where the Europeans, these weird Europeans, I don't know if that's being redundant. Just joking, Europe, just jokes. And they're at the end, everyone's got the plague, they don't care anymore. They're having a big feast in the town square. They're all wearing black, rats are crawling all over them. Great movie, great scene, super scary. It reminds me of that because there's a lot of dining going on in this film as well. Cults love to dine. They like to have these weird rituals and sort of things around them that sort of reinforce their craziness. Good film. Can't suggest it enough. Midsummer, number 2, Amazon Prime. Watch it tonight. All right. The final movie. The number 1 movie. We're going to go even further back than adaptation. We're going to go to the 90s, folks. Take my hand. Let's go back to the 90s together. Kingpin, 1996. It's on Netflix. The Farrelly brothers, who also did There's Something About Mary. They did Dumb and Dumber. That's a pretty good resume, guys. Come on. It stars Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray, Randy Quaid, Vanessa Angel. Ow! Sorry, whatever. You know, what can I say? I'm a pig. I'm not really a pig. I just like Vanessa Angel. Is that a crime? Look at Vanessa Angel, folks. Come on. Anyway, Woody Harrelson plays Roy Munson, a bowler, destined to be a bowler. He's coming up through the ranks. His rival, Ernie McCracken, doesn't like to share the limelight, takes him to a hustle gig, doesn't go well. Woody Harrelson ends up getting his hand chopped off, and 10 years of down on his luck, but then he hears an Amish bowler, as you do, and he's going to take this kid right to the top. So hilarity ensues. You got to see this movie. I saw this movie when it came out in the theaters with my brother Tyler. There's us. Pretty cute. I'm on the right. We were much older when we saw it, by the way. I didn't mean to imply that we saw it at that age. But smoke a joint, drink a glass of wine, take a bath, get some tea, get in a silly mood, put it on front to back, nonstop laughs. Get to the end where it's Roy Munson and Ernie McCracken against each other. Their comb-overs are flowing in the wind. The crowd is going crazy. One of the greatest scenes in all of comedy history. Kingpin, 1996. All right, there you go. There's your 5 movies to stream this week. Don't say I didn't give you anything for Valentine's Day. I just gave you 5. You should at least watch one of them. Then we'll feel connected. I'll feel like I exist. Make me feel like I exist. All right. Click that like and subscribe button. If you could, please go to arthouse43.com to check out more. At Culture Fridays on Twitter. At Pop Culture Fridays on Instagram. Send me a message. Send me a tweet. Something. Let me know. Share this if you can. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Till then.